Mega Metal Magazine.
Mega Metal Magazine.
Mega Metal.
This is Anthony. I'm Jason from Red, and you're watching our interview on Mega Metal Magazine.
I guess what we should start everything out with is how the tour's been going for you guys.
This is only the second day, so we've been out with Seether a few times. I think this is our fourth one with these guys. So we just started, I think, 3 days ago. So it's always awesome with these guys. So we always have a great time. It was very smooth, a lot of fun, big crowds.
That's always good. That's definitely a big plus.
Right.
Now, on the subject of touring, have you guys talked about going out doing any headlining shows?
Just a small headline run not too long back. We've been doing most of the support slots over the summer, and the summer's been pretty easy for us as far as festivals and stuff. It's usually just a matter of scheduling. So we may do something. Our next headline run probably won't be till next year. So we won't be out this year.
This is the festival season, so we'll jump off to radio festivals and we'll be fly out, do a show, come back.
Yeah. Now, is festival something you guys enjoy doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get to see all the bands that you tour with in the past or whatever. So it's all reunion get together and hang out. So they're fun for us just because we
Now, is there one particular festival that stands out in your mind as like the coolest one you guys have done?
Yeah. I'd say Rock and Range for me, Columbus, Ohio. That was June. It was in June. Right? Yeah. It's like best DP's first show back in 5 years. And it was a huge listing of amazing bands. It was awesome. Yeah. Very amazing crowds.
Now, moving on to the subject of the record, how long did you guys spend putting that together?
We spent about 2 years, kind of before we got signed, writing and recording and rewriting. We never played out a lot. We never toured full time, so we worked on records a long time. We were still holding full-time jobs at the time, so we put a lot of time into it for sure.
Weekend warriors.
And what did you guys think the first time you listened to the actual final mastered product?
I don't know, I think I kind of stepped back from it as like the actual members of the band and just kind of tried to maybe listen to it more so from like what a fan would want to listen to, what they're hearing. It was just like, this is awesome. Like we were really excited about all the finals and the mixes and everything came back, and it just, once we were, from start to finish, we listened to all the songs that we wrote, it was just from beginning to end, it was just a roller coaster. We were just very excited about everything about that, just the dynamics and sonically how it sounded and everything. So we were excited. We were very excited to get on the road and just ready to go hit the ground running.
Now, is touring something that you guys enjoy doing?
Oh yeah. We were a touring band. We played over 250 shows last year. We were gone 300 days last year. I think we're well on our way to doing that, achieving that this year. So we like to work hard. You got to nowadays. It's a little different market.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah, especially
we're working for digital downloads now more than record sales. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Now, you guys released a CD-DVD combo. What was the idea behind those? Was that your idea, or did the label come to you?
It's kind of like a popular trend to supplement something between, CD and the next one coming out. Kind of bridge the gap. And we kind of had it. We were like 6 or 7 months into our cycle until our radio cycle started picking up. And so there were people that knew the record and had been sitting on it for a year before. We were probably in some bigger shows in front of it. So it's something to kind of bridge the gap for fans that have been there from the beginning. Something to give them a little extra. So that was more the intention.
And the place you guys recorded the live performance, was that your choice where you guys played at, or?
Yeah, we did it back home in Nashville. It was at a venue called the W. And it's like they actually reserved that venue for stuff that's very similar to what we did. We just invited some of our craziest, some of our crazy street team fans and packed the place out and just played a live show for them. Lots of camera angles and production stuff.
That's cool. You guys did it and included your street team.
Yeah.
That seems to be like a really crazy new trend right now.
The street teams, the fan cores. I think the fancore.com is really big now. It's written into that. It's almost like an army you kind of build for your fans. It's pretty cool.
Keep the bands alive.
It's helped us from the very start. Some live spaces, so obviously blown up for the last 2 years. We've been touring. We started what's called the Red Nation. It's street team members. It gives them a chance to really get close and intimate with the band in a lot of ways. So a lot of street teams do. So we wanted to just throw them a cool show, get them on tape. People just get excited when they see themselves on DVD. So
Yeah. Now, looking back at all the places you guys have had the opportunity to play, is there one venue that stands out as your favorite venue that you've been to?
That's a good question.
There's a lot of good venues.
Yeah. I think the Myth in Minnesota is one of our big favorites.
That's a Myth in Minneapolis, outside of Minneapolis.
I mean, yeah.
There's a lot of good ones. The Atlanta.
Oh yeah, the Tabernacle.
Tabernacle in Atlanta is really
which
cool.
burnt down. We played a lot. We first started doing some of the arena tours with 3 Days Grace and Great Convention. Those were pretty cool because there's just so many people who can't be, not be cool. So there's the amphitheaters, the civic center, stuff like that are all really cool and a lot of times too. So, yeah, it's always the smaller, intimate venues that seem to be cooler, like the smaller, 600 to 1,000 capacity places. Instead of just surrounded by fans, it's more intimate. People get to make eye contact with you more than you usually would. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Now, how would you describe your guys' live performance for someone who's never seen you before?
Check out the DVD. We get a lot of comments on our live show because I think our music it doesn't necessarily lend itself to what we hope we perform. It's very dynamic, but when people see it live, it seems to be more aggressive, a lot more aggressive. We add things live that we don't usually do on the CD, that aren't being done on the CD, and people kind of see just kind of the songs as far as the emotion just come out in our performance. So people, there's a lot of just movement. And, we like to put on a show. I mean, people come to see a show. They want to see, they want to see a show, not just kind of bandstand or play an instrument. So we like to put on a little bit of a theatricality for them. So,
Can you tell us about some of your ink, actually?
tell you about some of the ink.
Yeah, maybe the personal things.
This is we just made a great friend in Albuquerque, New Mexico. His name is Dave Martinez. He's actually been tattooing for several years and done a lot of really cool stuff. And we met with him, I think, about a year ago. And he started really getting into the band and what we're all about. And he said, "Hey, you guys, it happens a lot. You have people come to shows and they're like, hey, I'm a tattoo artist here in town. Next time you guys are around, come by. We'll hook you guys up." And we're just like, okay, cool. So
free tattoos.
Yeah. Kind of thing, but you just got to be careful. Free tattoos. You get what you pay for, kind of thing.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah. But Dave was really awesome. He just, he basically designed a lot of stuff for us and had us in a chair for a while. He and I are collectively around 60, 70 hours of ink for him. And we just get, different stuff as far as meaning-wise. This is the apocalypse from the Bible at the end of the days kind of thing. And Jason's actually got a collage of
really
kind
cool.
of the good and evil kind of thing going on. It's pretty cool. But he's real detailed. And it's 27 hours and 3 days for me. It was really intense. It was a lot of pain. I don't know if I ever want to do it again. So,
Not another sleeve.
But we're big black and gray fans. If you didn't notice, we do not a lot of color. Yeah. Nice. That's cool. So you're a big boy too. You got a lot of coverage.
Now, let's say you were talking about MySpace. What's your guys' opinions on that whole crazy monster?
It's crazy. I mean, it's a necessary evil. It's one of those things that for bands like us that weren't signed at the beginning, it was something to kind of keep in touch with fans and kind of do a grassroots thing there without being on the road and touring. It's meant to have that option at the time. But at the same time, I mean, it's everybody's trying to play catch up and everybody's trying to outdo each other now. And everybody has a MySpace page, or everybody has a Prove On page. Or, you need to have a presence on the internet, but it's definitely competitive. But for us, I mean, we try and keep track of our emails and stuff like that. So it's a good way to keep up with the diehard fans.
And a lot in the circles that we kind of run around, a lot of the bands take care of their own MySpaces. So it's kind of cool because back in the day there was no connection with the band. It's because of the way it can be now. It's like there's such a more personal, intimate, relationship with the band you can get involved in with being on MySpace and messaging the band and stuff. Because we take care of our own MySpace, so we try to respond to every email we get. We get a lot, so it's kind of hard sometimes, but. It's something that we really lend ourselves to our fans. And I think it's really important. It's obviously the only reason we get to do this anyway. So
definitely more of a blessing than a curse.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's hard sometimes because internet's not always easy to get your hands on when you're traveling on the road. But so we sign back on, and we've got 600-700 pages of emails. It's pretty crazy.
Oh wow.
All right, well, I guess that's everything. I know you guys got another interview.
Yeah.
But thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with us.
No problem.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Nice meeting
Awesome.
you
You too.
guys.
Hopefully you guys enjoy the show. Thanks for
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.